Hey guys, my name is Jamila Bannister and I am a personal branding strategist based in Trinidad and Tobago. And I work with entrepreneurs who are about 2 to 5 years in business who want to start leveraging personal branding and thought leadership as a marketing strategy for their business. So that includes 3 main things, and then we kind of break that down into some smaller pieces. So it mainly includes brand strategy, helping people to kind of get the building blocks together of what their brand is supposed to look like, feel like, sound like, and how it's supposed to interact with their audience and their clients. It includes content strategy. So how is their brand expressed through content, and how do they create a name for themselves online, offline sometimes too, but mainly online? How do they create their social presence? And the third leg of it is amplifying that presence with media and by expanding your networks and business relationships. So I kind of teach you how to talk to people and not feel anxious and nervous. So when I first started to engage with the 3 businesses that we are working with to help them with their brand messaging, businesses run by 3 guys. I know Peter and Casper. Third guy, how are you? I'm yet to meet you, right? And with a product called Carnival, and being from Trinidad and Tobago, Carnival is like natural to me. It's in my blood. I know, you don't have to explain it to me. I know what it is. But expanding internationally, taking this Carnival product, repackaging it, and taking it to audiences who may not be familiar, really required us to sit and think about what is the message and what is the feeling that we want to convey around the Carnival end. So when I sat and I spoke with Peter and Casper, what we really tried to do is break down, if we had to talk to somebody about what Carnival was like, without saying Trinidad and Tobago, without talking about the history of this place, what would that be? What would that experience really look like? So it really came down to kind of talking to them about the experience. What exactly are the feelings around Carnival? Happiness, joy, friends, memories, and anybody could relate to going somewhere and having a great time with friends and, taking the kind of vacation that you literally need a vacation from once it's over, because it was just so good. And once we started, we kind of dug deep into what feelings we wanted to create. It was easy to come up with a sense of what the messaging should have sounded like, what the look and feel, what the touch points should be if you are welcoming somebody into an experiential type of environment that Carnival intends to create. So the second business that I spoke to was Her Mind. A business based in the US. It's a subscription box business, and she really is about creating amazing experiences through these self-care boxes. So immediately upon hearing self-care, there are certain things that come to mind one time, taking care of yourself, softness, easy, relaxed. And behind the Her Mind brand was an amazing story that didn't seem to make it to the front of the brand. So in speaking with Trudy, once we sat together, I really kind of dug deep into what was the inspiration behind this particular product, and showing them, or showing herself and her team, the importance of leading with that, the importance of creating that persona for the box, because it's not just a box, it's not just a product. It really is about the connection that they're making with this woman-led, woman-driven, woman-supported brand. Because everything they do is around women, from the products that they buy, to the charities that they support, to the stories that they tell, and of course the amazing woman behind the brand Her Mind. And I'm sure you'll learn more about that amazing woman and the Her Mind brand in time to come. But know that process was one of us diving deep into a story to kind of pull out the most important parts of it, so that it can then relate back to the product. Because when you talk to me about self-care, you're talking to me about feeling and positioning, and this is an amazing time. I'm not seeing a box in front of me. I'm seeing an outcome, an experience. And that is what I try to help Trudy to communicate. And the third business I spoke to, Chef Saida Farrell from the Edible Opus brand. And she makes these amazing marshmallows, these homemade marshmallows. And she too is a subscription box business. And interesting fact about her product is that she uses all fish gelatin to make her marshmallows. But when you really think about it, if I tell somebody, get these marshmallows with fish gelatin, I ain't really feeling all the fish gelatin. I mean, it doesn't even sound too appetizing. But if you tell me, let's make some s'mores with these amazing self-made, homemade marshmallows, or let's create some moments, let's create some joy, let's create some memories. Okay, I can feel that, I can understand that, I can get that, and then I might add in the fun fact, do you know it's fish gelatin? So in speaking with Saida, we try to shift the front of the message from being, or the positioning of the product from being one of being led by what the contents of the marshmallow is, to what the what the persona, what exactly is the environment, what is the feeling, what is the connection you're creating between the product and the audience. Because it's so easy for us to be product led, because once we're deep inside of the process, and lots of business owners experience this, once you are deep inside of the process of creating your product, what tends to happen is that you get caught up in all of the nuts and bolts of it, but you sometimes forget that people just want things simple, easy, memorable. They don't want you to tell them about all the ingredients, how much pounds of flour it took, if it took 2 grains of salt versus 5 grains of salt, or whatever the case may be. They just want to have a good time around something that they like. And food is something that could create so many amazing memories. So when I worked with Chef Farrell, we really broke down the component part of what it meant to have these marshmallows, even her own story, and the moments that she shared with her own dad as a child over marshmallows. And in connecting those dots, we were able to connect all the dots in her life, from the marshmallows that she made, to the times that she was in corporate, to the fact that she decided to leave corporate and pursue a new career path in food. And where did she end up? Right back where she began, with marshmallows. And those are the things that we try to draw out from her, and really took it and applied it to the Edible Opus brand, these marshmallows. And I don't think we can get any better than that. I would love some joy between 2 cookies. Give me that and I'd have that, and I think you would like that too. So that's the assessment. That's a brief overview of what I did with the 3 brands, Carnival and Hermine and the Edible Opus brand. So hopefully we can see more from all those brands, and look out for all 3 of them as they shape their messaging